Hey guys, Linda Bomba here from lindabomba.net. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can make 200 plus daily with Google Business. But before I get into that, if you're into entrepreneurship and making money online, subscribe to my channel. So let's get into the video. Make 200 plus daily with Google Business. And this is a strategy I'm going to lay out for you, 3 steps for this for you to do it, but it's a simple strategy. It's not for lazy people. So this does require, you're going to exchange time for money here. And I'll get into that in a few minutes. But your first step is you want to find a need and make them scared. And this is, you don't want to be a scaredy cat. And the eyes on this cat looking, and he's drenched, he's completely soaked, but you don't want to be a scaredy cat. You don't want to be scared. You want to make them scared. The second step is you want to give first, and it's the law of I'm not pronouncing that right anyway, reciprocation basically. And if you haven't read Catherine Ponder's book, The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity, this is a great book. You really want to read it, because a lot of people get tripped up on this, and I don't want to get into a whole mindset thing, but the amount of money you're making is in direct proportion to the value you put in the marketplace, and you've got to give first before you get. So that's the second step with this, and I'm going to show you how to do that. The third step is a huge package, and at the moment you don't have one, but I'm going to show you how to get one. And you're using Google. If you come over here, and if I search for dentist, and it's picking up my area. I live outside the city of Philadelphia. It's picking up dentist in my area. And if you just click on the search thing here, you can see the first 2 that come up are ads. The second one, if I click this, this is kind of like, I guess, a street view on the parking lot. This is the street address. It's got a website here, the telephone number, and what you want to do is you want to get them verified and make sure that they get a review on their website, because if you come back over here, this site is not, and I'll show you how to verify it. It's not verified. They do have a website, but if you look at the different searches on this, this particular one, if I click on it, it has a website. It's got a 57 reviews, which, when you're looking for something that says, there's people using this dentist, they've had, an experience. So you want to help them do that. And you may be saying, because basically the need that these dentists have is they're not getting themselves out there. And if you look here again, these 2 dentists that are popping up here, they're getting the first 2 spots because they're going to do an ad. And I'm going to get into, in a few minutes, how you can do a Google ad and help them get more exposure, because if they're not getting patients in their front door, they're not making money. So you want to help them. You're going to offer, and you may say to me, you are going to have to give some of your time up initially for nothing. But what you want to do is you want to come over here and search on the sites. Now, I would use this, if I was going to do this right now, I would pick this one. This is the first one I would pick because they haven't gotten verified, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But you're looking at their website. If this is the image on the website, it's kind of blasé. It looks to me like the parking lot or the front of the dentist office. And what you can do is you call them up and you offer your services, and you're going to do this for free initially. You're going to tell them, hey, I was searching on your thing and I noticed your website's not verified. I can do that for you. And you can do this for them right when you have them on the phone. It's really easy. All you got to do is to verify them, click claim this business, and leave the name in as I have it. An implant plan. I imagine that's surgery, abbreviation for surgery. Click that. Verify the address that they have. Click that. And I don't want to verify, go through the whole thing, but you're just following steps. That's how easy it is to verify somebody's website. And you can offer them that service. You're giving something for free initially, just to get your foot in the door, and offering them a service that's going to be helpful to them for nothing. Because if you're offering something for free, the chances are somebody's going to take you up on that. And then what you can do is, that's where this law of, and what Catherine Ponder's talking about in her book, and it's a great book, you should get it, but you offer to verify them. The other thing you can do is, this particular website, it doesn't look like there's any kind of review. You can offer to these are the two things when you call: offer to verify them, and it's a step-by-step thing, and then offer to write a review. You could write a 2 to 3 sentence simple review. Obviously this place is about oral, facial, dental, implants, and surgery, and say, and you could, try to maybe look up some information about the docs, saying, this is what I would say is, this is a suburban, in our suburban offices, we offer, oral, facial, dental, implants, and surgery. We offer, reasonable prices, and that kind of, and just do it. Really short, doesn't have to be anything detailed, a few sentences, and offer that to them on the phone call. And then what you want to do is, after you've done that for them and you've established some sort of relationship, then you want to offer that you're going to help them get a website up. Now, I'm telling you to charge around $1,000 to do that. You can go to WordPress.com and set up a website for free. They have some free themes on there. Usually themes cost, but there are some free ones, and charge them like $1,000 for the website. Now, I know people that pay somebody thousands of dollars to do a website, and the $1,000 really isn't anything. I know people pay $3,000, $4,000, because if there's old school methods of getting advertising and there's new school. Old school is, and some of this still works, word of mouth, TV advertising, flyers, billboards, radio ads. Newspaper ads are probably one of the things that are really the deadest thing of all, that you can, and some of them still works, but basically what people are doing now is Facebook and Google ads, and I'll get into that in a few more minutes. But if they're not getting themselves out there, they're not going to be making money. And what I would say to this, to this dentist, when you start and basically you're pitching them to do a website for them, say, well, if I set a website up and I charge you $1,000, how much does, for each patient that walks through your door, say, and it's even like maybe they're just getting their teeth cleaned, what's that worth to you? $100, $150, $200? If that gets you 10 more patients, you've earned back what you did. And if we keep the website up, it keeps working for you 24/7. Because when I did this search, if I saw this, I kind of be like, okay. He thought if I click on this, they've got a website up. You could ask, tell them, you could make some recommendations, and you can. The other thing you could also do, if they have a website up, offer to help maintain the website, if they need updates and other things. And I'm going to get into how they can utilize Google Ads and how you can offer that to them in a second. But that, if they already have a website, then you can offer to maintain it. If they don't have a website at all, you can offer to build them one. And I would, and really people pay thousands of dollars a month to have somebody else set up a website and maintain it for them. And this, what they're doing is, I'm sure they're getting some traffic, but when you come back to the search on this just isn't really that great of an ad that's coming up. It's not verified. You can offer to do that to get your foot in the door. And you can do this in other industries. If I came up here and I searched like plumbers, and again, like there's only one person, this person's running it, and this is a Google ad, and I'm going to get into that in a second. This is a Google ad. They've got some reviews here. These other ones, they're not. Now this person's got reviews. If I click on it, he doesn't have a website. He's got one review, which maybe the review kind of needs some getting juiced up and stuff, but you can do it in other industries. Dentist, a plumber, it's not the only industries. There's plenty of businesses out there that they're looking for people to help get, because if you're not advertising, you're not getting people in front of whatever it is you're doing, you're going to have a hard time growing a business. And you can take it from that angle. But the other thing that I wanted to, and I'm going to get into, is with the ads. Now you can do Facebook ads too, or Google ads. You can see that these two, dentists that I searched, they're in these top searches because these are ads. And an ad can get them up into, and you want to explain this to them. Now, it's learning how to do Facebook ads and Google ads are a skill that you have to kind of hone in, but it's not that hard to get a basic ad up to get them in these top searches, because they're coming up here. If I click this, you can see now there's these two are ads, and if you just keep scrolling down, you can explain to them, I can get you, because all of these other dentists that are popping up here, they're falling down, you know, like some of these they've got the first two, these two that had the ads, but look at this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at all these. You know, the further they go down, and they're not, most people, they're going to look at these first 3 spots. After that, and you can see if I can keep clicking on this, look at all these others. I mean, there's tons of these that they're not getting up in the search, in the top of the searches, and really that's what it's about. If you can't get whatever it is you're doing in those top, and it's like ranking on Google or a YouTube video on Google, nobody's going to see it. So this is the basic strategy. It's not that, it's a simple strategy, it really is. And there's people that make a lot of money doing this. Now and the reason I said this isn't for lazy people is because you're going to be exchanging time for money here. You're going to have to, start doing searches. You're going to have to start calling these places. Like if I was going to call this guy, if I click on this, you're going to have to call the office. Introduce yourself, find out, the dentist probably has a business manager or an administrator or somebody like that that's running the office. Introduce yourself, offer to, just a real recap to say, hey, I'll get your site verified, it's not verified, and write a review so they can get some reviews. Now this guy's got 15 reviews, and get your foot in the door, because then you can build that know, like, and trust factor, and then start, and basically you're pitching them, pitch them, say, hey, I'll do a website for you. If they've got a website, you can do a review for them. And you don't want to be like this wet, scaredy cat. So that is this basic strategy in a nutshell. Now, you are exchanging time for money. And if you want to see how I make a passive full-time income and get my #1 recommendation to work from home, click the first link below this video, and I'll see you on the inside.